I'm Mike Pingera, head of the multi-strategy team at Sanlam.
I'm Chris Greenland. I'm one of the fund managers on the multi-strategy team and I help run the Sanlam Real Asset Fund.
What are real assets? The simplest description is investments in physical assets. The Real Asset Fund concentrates on three particular areas: infrastructure, schools, roads, hospitals; specialist property such as student accommodation, warehousing, private rental housing, and renewable energy, wind farms, solar farms.
All of the real asset investments that we have inherently have different characteristics that separate themselves from the more traditional asset classes.
The objective of the fund is to produce a real return over the long term, so an inflation plus return. The philosophy is to invest into the theme which we describe as the pillars of a functioning economy.
That encompasses things that we believe serve as the foundations of economies and really enables the provision of energy, water, education, healthcare, housing and transport. So what we're looking to do is seek investments that really align themselves to these themes.
This theme, these pillars, we feel are very, very attractive from a long-term investment perspective.
Within the real asset space, we try and find investments that share some common characteristics. So things that tend to grab our attention will typically produce long-term contractual cash flow that's stable and predictable. It'll generally be less correlated to market movements and have greater capital preservation over the economic cycle.
Real asset investing has become quite popular recently, but has actually been part of the multi-strategy fund that we also manage for a very long time. As a team, we've had a lot of experience in this space over many, many years and a proven track record of not only identifying investment opportunities, but actually manage them through time.
The Sanlam Real Asset Fund is a thematic portfolio, and in that sense we focus our attention on the drivers of demographic change. We have a growing and ageing population which presents a lot of long-term challenges, but through investing in real assets and core areas such as infrastructure, renewables and specialist property, we aim to capture those global opportunities that can meet the needs and requirements of larger populations.
It's always easy to say there are plenty of opportunities, but the reality is identifying investment opportunities takes a lot of time and effort. Fortunately, the real asset space is very, very dynamic at the moment. In areas such as infrastructure and renewable energy, there's a lot of developments taking place around the world. So this opportunity isn't limited to just UK or Europe. It's actually opportunities that we can identify from anywhere in the world.
I think there are still as many opportunities out there as there always has been. Every day there are more and more people in the world, and whether you look at climate change, water demand, housing supply shortages, these are challenges that we're faced with and won't be solved overnight. Investors are faced with low interest rates, inflationary pressures and more uncertainty in global politics and markets. Given this environment, strategies that can generate sustainable, predictable cash flow with a low correlation to traditional investments will continue to be attractive.